Okay, I'm making this video to show you how to use a RC battery charger, specifically a Lipo charger. In this case, we're using a B6AC Pro charger. They make a lot of different chargers that look like this. If you have a Tenergy charger, it will work the same way. The casing may look different. They just make a lot of different aftermarket chargers that work the same way as this one. So basically what I'm showing you here will apply to pretty much any of those as well. If you have an AR drone, this will charge the stock battery as well as the aftermarket batteries, but these chargers will charge pretty much any battery that you have out there. And I'm going to show you how to charge a 3-cell Lipo battery. In this case, this is a Flight Max 2200. If you're using an AR drone, you'll be using probably a 1300 battery if it's an aftermarket. Battery looks different than the AR drone, but it's the same type of battery, so the charging instructions work the same way. Okay, basically when you power up the charger, you may come to this screen where you can select what type of battery you're charging. And over here we have a little button, looks like a stop, and it allows us to pick the battery type. So you can see we can charge nickel metal hydride batteries, nickel cadmium batteries. PB is lead battery, and that's basically like your lawnmower battery. Your car battery is a lead battery. But we want to pick LiPo, and that stands for lithium polymer, which is what these batteries are, and most of your RC batteries will be this. Once you find the correct program, LiPo battery, hit enter. This will get to your charging area. What you want to pick is Lipo Balance. Use the plus and minus keys to change that. Lipo Discharge, Lipo Storage, Lipo Fast Charge, and Lipo Balance. Okay, once we do that, you want to go ahead and plug your battery in. In this case, I have a connector called a Dean's connector. That's on my batteries, so I will use this plug. Now, your charger may have what they call like an octopus cord, which will have a ton of different charge leads coming out of it. Those are great. You can charge any battery with those because it has the multiple connectors. You basically want to find the connector that connects to your battery and plug it up. Once you do that, you're going to use this plug here. This plug is called a balance plug. And basically if you look on your charger, or at least in this case, I've got balance plug here. And you just basically plug this in to the one that it will fit in. There's different ones for different types of batteries. If you're using a 3-cell battery, it's usually a 4-prong plug. It'll plug right in. Now the Tenergy chargers and some other chargers may have a little separate circuit board that has the balance plugs on that, so you'd plug it into there. Once you have that set up, this is where you're going to pick your charging rates. As you can see here, it's set to charge at 1.8 amps. Now depending on your battery, that may change. I said before, these are 2200 batteries. This battery here is an 1800 battery. Basically what that means is that you're going to set this at what they call a 1C rate. So in this 2200 battery, all you need to know is that a 1C on it is 2.2 amps. This 1800 battery, a 1C on it would be a 1.8 amps. And that just refers to how fast the battery charges. Now certain batteries you can charge quicker. The aftermarket drone batteries, you can charge them at 2C. So if you have an aftermarket drone battery, I think those are 1300 milliamp hour batteries. You can charge those at 2.6 amps. So what you want to do here is go ahead and hit the enter key once you're on this screen. That will make your amps flash. Plus and minus will decrease that. So on this 2200, I'm going to go with 2.2 amps. Like I say, if you're using the aftermarket drone battery, you can go to 2.6 on this. Once you have that where you want it, hit enter. That will make your type of battery flash. We're charging 11.1 volt battery. And this right here stands for 3S. That means 3 cell. These batteries are 3 cell batteries, as is the drone batteries. You can see here on this one, we've got 1, 2, 3 separate cells we're charging. Now this will also charge a 1 cell and a 2 cell. There's a 2 cell, 7.4 volt, but we want to do a 3 cell, 11.1. As you can see here, this one actually says 11.1 on it. But all 3 cell batteries are 11.1 volt, including the drone battery. Once you have that set, go ahead and hit enter, and you can double check. We're charging this Flight Max battery at 2.2 amps, and it's 11.1 volt 3 cell battery, so that's correct. Once you have that correct, go ahead and hold down the enter key. That will check the battery to make sure that in fact it is a 3 cell battery. If everything's okay, it'll say that you've got it set for 3 cell, it found a 3 cell battery. If that's correct, go ahead and hit enter. That will start your charging cycle. Some information about this. You can see here it's charging at 2.2 amps, which is what we set it at. The battery is showing 12.08 volts now. It's been on charge for 15 seconds, and it's put about 10 milliamps back into the battery. Basically, as this charges, once the battery starts getting full, this right here will go down. It'll go down to 1 amp, and then it may go down to 0.3 amps. As this number gets smaller, that's a good way of knowing that you're close to the battery being fully charged. Once the battery is fully charged, your charger will beep to let you know it's fully charged. It will stop charging automatically, and then all you have to do is just unplug the balance plug and the regular plug here, and you're good to go with the battery. You can also hit stop to stop the charge at any time you want to. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, if you have an AR drone, you can charge it at 2.6. So just saying that we had the AR drone battery here, the aftermarket battery, we would hit enter here, change this to 2.6, and then it's 11.1 volts, so that would be correct. So we go ahead and hit enter, and that would be how you would charge the aftermarket AR drone battery. Now you can increase this charge rate here, and that will basically charge the battery faster. But if you do that, that will eventually wear the battery down over time. So it's best to stick with the 1C rating, which is 2.2 on this battery, or 1.8 on this battery. Like I said, with the aftermarket AR drone batteries, stick to those at 2.6. You'll be fine on those. If you have a standard stock AR drone battery, I would charge it at about 1 amp, 1.0 on here. And of course it's still 11.1 volt. And so that would be fine for the stock batteries. So as far as the drone goes, just to recap, stock battery, you want to charge it at 1.0 amps. If you have the aftermarket battery, which is the better battery, you want to charge it at 2.6 amps. 11.1 volts on both. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helped.